welcome to this short video on the security issues of Zoom software. Zoom was becoming very popular among people to conduct meetings, especially during this lockdown time. And now the governments are coming up with warnings in using the Zoom software for meetings. And most of us are worried about using the software, and we don't have a clarity what is the security issue and how safe it is. I would like to tell you that the security issues are raised regarding the meetings of Zoom, and there is no security issue if you are using Zoom in your computer for recording your videos, for video content creation. And the security issues are arising when we are using Zoom for meetings without a proper password. So I will be demonstrating how you can secure your Zoom meetings with a password and other options. So I am just going to Zoom. So I am just opening my Zoom. So I am into Zoom. Now, as I have explained before, Zoom is primarily it is a meeting software. All over the world, people are using Zoom for arranging meetings. And we use the facility of Zoom for recording videos, and that was also, we use the facility of recording the meetings. And when we use the Zoom for meetings, the security issue arises when we are not using a password, because all over the world may be millions of people using the Zoom software simultaneously, and all these meetings are identified by using a unique number that is going to be a numeric value, and this is the meeting ID of this meeting. And if somebody can guess this number, or if somebody can generate a 9-digit random number, and if they try, there may be a meeting happening in the world with that ID, and they will be able to join into that meeting if it is not password protected. So the real security issue comes with this meeting ID. So I will be telling you how we can overcome the security issues. And usually we start a meeting by joining or by using the option new meetings. And if you want to password protect your Zoom meeting, better you go to this schedule option. And in schedule option, we can schedule a meeting. And this is the starting date of your meeting, and this is the starting time of your meeting, you can decide. And this is the duration of the meeting. So this way you can decide when this meeting will be happening. And coming to the security mechanisms, starting from this meeting ID, you have to be careful. And if you are concerned about security, please always select this generate automatically. Otherwise the problem is, if you select personal meeting ID, always you will have the same meeting ID. You as an individual person will have the same meeting ID, and if anybody happen to know this meeting ID, he will be able to join your meeting by using this meeting ID. So it is a better practice to use this option, generate it automatically, so that each time we will have a separate number, meeting ID, so that it will be difficult for others to guess this. And most of the time we don't use a password, and here comes the security issue. Anybody knowing this meeting ID will be able to join our meeting without any password, so we cannot restrict them. But if we use a strong password, here even though Zoom is not suggesting any recommendations for passwords, I request you to give a very strong password which consists of uppercase and lowercase letters, then some numeric values and some allowed special symbols, so that if you have a very strong password, others may not be able to guess your password. So that way, always try to secure your meetings with a password. And then rest of the thing, whether you want to allow the people to join with video and all, it is not that much concerned with security issues. But these advanced options, here suppose you enable waiting room, then some intruders, some hackers may be able to enter into your Zoom meeting room, and they may be able to wait there unknowingly. Even you may not be knowing about this. So, or please, if you are concerned about security issue, please don't enable this. And also enable join before the host. If you enable this, even before, suppose you are the host, even before you enter into the meeting, somebody might be hacking into your meeting, and they may be already joining into your meeting and you may not be aware of this. So this also please don't select. And mute participants on entry. It is a good practice to mute the participants on entry. This is not concerned with the security, but it is a good practice, that otherwise once somebody enters, they may be disturbing the meeting. And automatically record meeting on the local computer that you decide whether you want a copy or not. So this way we can schedule. So select the generate automatically meeting ID option, secure your meetings with a password, and don't select enable waiting room and enable join before host. And after this, you can schedule the meeting. So the meeting is getting scheduled. And after this, you will be getting a meeting ID and your password. So this meeting ID and password can be shared among your participants, so that they will be able to join your meeting on a later stage. All your scheduled meetings can be found here. So your meeting IDs, and see, I have these two, I have the same meeting ID, you can see, because I have not opted for generate automatically, but this meeting has got a separate number because I selected generate automatically, so that each time I will be having a different number, so that people will not be able to guess this number. So all your meetings you can see from here. You inform this meeting ID and your password to your participants, expected participants, either by email or by WhatsApp or through some other means, so they will be able to join the meetings. So that way you can secure your Zoom meetings. And once again I will tell you, if you if you use Zoom for preparing a video content, it is not having any security issues. You are working on your computer, you are saving the file, and it is not going to affect the security issues of, or you are not going to be affected by the security issues of Zoom. The only security issue is regarding the meetings. People, when they use Zoom meetings without much precaution, there are a lot of issues of hacking and somebody joining the meeting without your knowledge and permission. And also I will show you some more options which you may be concerned, you must be concerned about when you conduct a Zoom meeting. I am just opening Zoom meeting. I am waiting to be connected to my Google account, and once I am connected, I will show you what some more options. So if you are familiar with Zoom, you might have noticed that a new button has come here, and previously it was invite. So freely you could have invited people when you are in a meeting. Now this is being replaced with a security, and this security option has got, you can decide whether your participants will be able to share their screen, they will be able to chat or rename themselves. So it will be a good practice you disable all this, because there are cases that some hackers hacking into meetings and they share some inappropriate scenes into meetings and they disturb the entire meeting. So if you disable share screen, the participants will not be able to share their screens with your meeting, so that you will be able to protect your meetings that way. And if you disable this, they will not be able to chat with you with unwanted messages. And rename means they will not be able to rename themselves, so you will be getting the exact name of participants joined in meetings. And if you want to invite people, now the option is here, you have to invite people from this side. But rather than inviting people from a meeting like this, better you schedule your meeting, protect it with a password, and then you inform your participants about this meeting, and later you conduct the meeting by inviting them. So this way you can protect your Zoom meetings, and that way it is secure, because many are still using around the world the Zoom software, and even government officials, even though they are warning because of its practical application, user friendliness, many are still using, and government meetings are being held in this platform. Many international meetings are being held in this platform. Companies are still using. So once you take these precautions, Zoom software is still safe, and you can use it comfortably. So thank you for watching this